These are some 2.5-week-old kittens I rescued. I've had them since the day they were born.
How you treat animals says a lot about you. Free Ride finalist Aurora Paloma Mundy Harding agrees.
The way that we treat them is a reflection of our own humanity.
This is a core belief of the Bethany High School senior and future veterinarian.
Since they've been born, they've gotten so much better at feeding with the bottle. It used to be pretty difficult.
Her gentle care for them is in many ways quite opposite to how she at one point was treated. Aurora was a victim of severe childhood abuse when she was little by a man she says she was very close to. It was abuse she held deep inside as a secret for years.
Close to a decade later, where before I actually came out and like talked about it and actually told someone what happened, it all accumulated into a really difficult part in my life where I wondered why I should even keep going to a point. And both academically and just overall, as dark as that is.
Aurora says it was her therapist who might have saved her life, opened her up to others, and with the help of her grandmother's high expectations, who she has lived with since she was little, Aurora opened up to her own potential. She also began working with animals at a local shelter.
As silly as it sounds, the being around animals, it made me feel a bit better.
¿Por qué le gusta pintar la figura exageradas o grandes?
Excuse me, buenos días. I'm looking for Aurora. And now, as a Free Ride Scholarship finalist with a 4.2 GPA,
I'm so proud of you.
Aurora displays a thoughtful mixture of gratitude and grit that very few 18-year-olds possess.
I have a firm view of what I would do in my future, and with this money, it absolutely wouldn't go to waste at all.
I mean, you got it all mapped out.
Yeah, pretty much.
So here's the Aurora plan. It starts about 3 hours away in Durham, where she'll earn a biology degree from Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Then it'll be off to Stillwater and a doctorate from Oklahoma State School of Veterinary Medicine. That's a lot of student loans and a lot of driving.
$25,000 and a new car, that would be a dream. Wow. This would be awesome.
Winning this scholarship does not erase the pain of the past, but Aurora, to her credit, is moving beyond it on her own.
It used to be like a daily struggle, a daily thought, but now it's just the past.
And make no mistake, Aurora is a victim of something terrible, but she won't allow herself to use that as an excuse.
No one is going to make your dreams come true other than yourself. You're gonna have family who push you, you're gonna have friends who push you, and you're also gonna have people who do the opposite. And I had that, but in the end it was me who needed to make the life changes and choices that I needed to get better and get to where I am.
And she's not done. Aurora Harding has not just a plan for college. Aurora Harding has a purpose for life.
I want to leave it knowing I did something good, and I want to leave it and create a community or a family even, or leave behind a family who I know that with my life I made better while I was here. No, sorry.